In the shadow of the Colorado Rockies, where pine needles crunch like whispered warnings and Harmony Pines Lake sparkles like it's got secrets, Devin Carter rolled up to the cabin his great-uncle Harlan left him, thinking the nightmare of Atlanta divorce courts was finally over. Instead, at 2:17 p.m. on a perfect Tuesday, the neighborhood welcome wagon arrived in the form of Victoria Hargrove, HOA president for life, slamming her $92,000 Mercedes door and speed-dialing the sheriff while screaming that a suspicious black man was clearly looting the property. Devin just stood there, army dog tags still around his neck, holding the deed like it was a shield. "Ma'am, this is my house." Victoria didn't even glance at the paper. "I don't care what forged documents you're waving. People like you don't just appear in Harmony Pines." The sheriff deputies showed up looking embarrassed, took one look at the deed, and started apologizing to Devin while Victoria's Botoxed face turned the color of a foreclosure notice. As she stormed off, heels stabbing the gravel, she hissed over her shoulder, "Enjoy the view while it lasts, Mr. Carter. Property values have standards." Oh, the irony. She had no clue she'd just handed a cybersecurity veteran the keys to her own destruction. Next morning the certified letter arrived. 15 violations on stationery that smelled like expensive regret. Unpermitted dock from 1989, commercial cybersecurity van parked on his own driveway, generator too loud for Mountain Serenity, fines totaling $3,400. Victoria delivered it personally, tennis whites crisp, clipboard gleaming. "Previous owner's negligence doesn't excuse yours, Mr. Carter. 30 days, or we lien the property." Devin smiled the slow smile of a man who'd survived 2 tours in Afghanistan. "Ma'am, I checked county records last night. Every single thing on this list was either permitted before you were born or invented in your little kingdom. But hey, thanks for the paperwork trail." By sunset he'd found Harlan's hidden banker boxes under the crawl space. 15 years of certified letters, photos, bank statements. Victoria had been running the same game since 2009. Harass, fine, lowball offer through her real estate company, flip for profit. 3 families gone. For more terrified into silence. And the kicker? Harmony Pines HOA hadn't filed state paperwork since 2020. Legally, it didn't exist. Every fine she'd collected for 4 years was void. Devin sat on the dock, beer in hand, mountain wind whispering Karma's favorite song. "Uncle Harlan, you beautiful paranoid bastard." She escalated like clockwork. Neighborhood Facebook post. Urgent safety concerns new residents suspicious nighttime activity. 3 fresh accounts liked it instantly. Then Devin's biggest client called, anonymous tip claiming he was unlicensed and a risk. 3 more clients same day. That night someone siphoned his generator fuel and sugar-bombed the tank. Security cams caught the silhouette. Victoria's Mercedes, plates blurred, but the diamond tennis bracelet flashing in the moonlight gave her away. Devin didn't call the sheriff yet. He just smiled wider. The emergency HOA meeting at the community lodge smelled like pine cleaner and fear. Victoria stood at the podium like she was addressing the United Nations, proposing a $6,000 security assessment per home. Devin waited until the room was dead quiet, then stood. "Before we talk money, let's talk law. Your HOA died in 2020. No filings, no elections, no standing. Every dollar you collected? Refund time." He passed out printouts. Gasps rippled like lake waves. Victoria's smile cracked. Minor oversight. Her husband Philip, usually mute, cleared his throat from the back row. "Victoria, you told me you handled the filings." Every head swiveled. Philip looked like a man setting down a suitcase full of guilt. "I can't watch this anymore." That was when Devin dropped the real hammer. He unfolded the 1967 road easement deed Harlan had kept. The private access road to 32 homes, including Victoria's $1.2 million mountain mansion, ran across a 60-foot strip Harlan had never deeded away. Buried clause, easement revocable upon breach of neighborly conduct. Devin slid the revocation notice across the table. 30 days. After that, your house has no legal road. Good luck selling a landlocked mansion in the Rockies. The room exploded. Victoria screamed it was illegal. Devin's lawyer friend stood. "Actually, it's ironclad. We also have video of the sabotage, screenshots of the fake posts, bank records showing you bought 4 distressed homes at 40% under market after your violations, all through your company." Philip walked forward carrying a cardboard box like it was radioactive. 5 years of everything, wire transfers to fake management firms, PI reports on residents, The $68,000 she borrowed against our retirement to keep the flips afloat. Victoria's face went ghost white. Deputy Ruiz stepped forward, cuffs ready. Devin raised a hand. Hold up. I'm not here to bury anyone. Here's the deal, Victoria. Public apology to every family you terrorized. Help us turn this into a real voluntary association with term limits and open books. Drop every false report, every lien, every threat. In return, the easement stays. You keep your house, your license, your freedom. Walk away with dignity or drive straight into the cliff you built. Your choice. The silence was mountain lake deep. Victoria stared at the box of evidence, at her husband's exhausted eyes, at 43 neighbors who'd finally stopped being afraid. Her shoulders folded like cheap lawn chairs. She signed with shaking hands. 6 months later, the air in Harmony Pines smells like freedom instead of fear. The voluntary association meets once a month, potlucks, not power trips. Kids play basketball without fines. Devin's kids visit every weekend, fishing with old Harlan's rods while the loons laugh across the water. Victoria and Philip sold quietly and moved to Arizona. Rumor says she's in therapy and working at a title company, starting over without the throne. The lake still sparkles. The pines still whisper. And every time a new family moves in, Devin meets them at the gate with the same warning and the same smile. Welcome to Harmony Pines. We have rules here now, real ones. Try not to become the next cautionary tale. True or false? The HOA president was simply protecting property values, and the veteran was the real abuser of power. Or did the woman who weaponized every rule finally get exactly the karma she wrote into her own bylaws?